many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning into our Friday edition, October the 28th, of Good Morning Vail. Here's a live shot from the Transportation Center looking off into the village of Lions Head. You see some snow up there on the hill. We're going to see if that snow is going to stick around. This could be the initial starting base for the season if we continue to see those cooler temperatures over the course of the next week or so. We're looking at probably 14 days until Vail Mountain opens for the ski season. And Maddie will give you a look at that weather report real soon. I'm Mark Sassy. I'm going to be in the studio today. Typically, I'm out on the river doing the fishing thing. I talked to Danielle last night. I'm like, do you want me to go to the river or do you want me to hang out in the studio where it's a little warmer? 17 degrees this morning. She's like, why don't you work inside today? I decided to do that. So Maddie Evans and I are going to be in the studio for the hour. We have a lot of great stuff coming your way. I'm going to do a tuning segment. Maddie's going to come over. We're going to talk about her skis and how bad of shape they're in for multiple reasons, and we know why. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. I want to focus first off, though, 3 days from today, Halloween, once again. The best Halloween costumes, the most popular Halloween costumes for the guys this year. I'll go through the list. Obviously, Top Gun Maverick, so a flight suit from Top Gun is a popular one. Lord of the Rings, the Ghost from Scream is another popular one. The Wizard of Oz, Maddie, you'll get a kick out of this one. 75th anniversary of The Wizard of Oz, the Tin Man costume. I played the Tin Man in a play in high school. How about that? So 75 years ago, The Wizard of Oz. Then also Marvel Avengers Reno 911. For the ladies, one of the number one top costumes, the red light, green light doll from Squid Game, believe it or not. Marilyn Monroe. Now we also have Wonder Woman, She-Hulk, and one of the ladies from Jurassic Park. But just get creative. I was talking to Nick, our director, and I'm like, what are you going to dress up as for Halloween? And he said, last year I didn't go into the bar with a costume, but I came out with a costume. He would collect pieces over the course of the evening and make his own costume. So just go have fun, be safe during the Halloween times. And we know it's going to be a cooler weekend, so keep that in mind. Minturn will be doing their trick-or-treating on Main Street on the 30th, which is going to be Sunday. So if you want to go and check out Minturn, which is that cool little nifty town between Vail and Beaver Creek, you can stop by Minturn and do some trick-or-treating. I think it's important to take a look at that weather report, 17 degrees. A week ago, it was dramatically different than what we're seeing now. And I'm not sure if that snow is officially out of the forecast, but we picked up a bunch of snow. Let's check in with Maddie right now and find out what the weather looks like for Friday and then for the weekend.
Thanks so much, Mark. Such great information. And yeah, I'm going to throw everyone under the bus on why those skis are in such bad shape here in just a little bit. But for today, we are expecting to see cooler temperatures first thing this morning, 8 a.m., 18 degrees, a high of 49, beautiful sunshine. That sun is rising at 7:30 a.m. Winds are light and variable throughout the course of today, but as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see that high pressure system has made its way in beautiful sunshine throughout the course of today. That high taking place between that 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock hour. Clear skies as we approach this evening. As we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in the front range, nice and warm, 60 degrees, beautiful sunshine down there, 49 in Vail, 49 in Avon, 45 in Eagle. It's very rare that we see Eagle a little bit cooler than a little bit east of us, so we like to see those temperatures making their way in, especially as we are gearing up for ski season. I don't think Mark said it, but we are 14 days away from Vail Mountain opening. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight, tonight temperatures are cooling down. 18 degrees is our overnight low. Clear skies, that sun going down at 6:10. Winds continuing to be light and variable throughout the course of this evening. Now, as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, mostly sunny skies tomorrow. Warmer temperatures again, and that's going to take place throughout throughout the course of the next 5 days. Temperatures reaching up into the 50s by Monday. So if you are getting out there to do anything, just bring a light jacket with you, because as we see these slight breezes rolling through, that means that those temperatures will feel just a little bit cooler than they actually are. Watch out for that sun glare as you're getting out on those roadways. We've got a road report coming up, and Mark will talk a little bit about that. We want to thank Lamina Jewelers for bringing you this weather report this morning. If you're looking for a great place to go shopping, make sure that you go check them out. We're going to take a short break, and then when we come back, we're totally going to nerd out about some skis.
Good morning, Vail.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
I've been helping homeowners improve their home for a lot of years. They think it's intimidating, but it actually can be a lot of fun.
And we're here to help.
There you go.
Dad's the expert, but I've learned a few things along the way.
Practical, realistic home improvement information is what today's homeowner is all about.
There's nothing like turning your house into your home, and that's what we help you do every week.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Flashback on Vail Valley. Hard to keep a secret when you are getting interviewed on TV8. We're taking a look back in time at vintage TV8 segments. If you'd like any more information or to see any more vintage or classic cuts from TV8, check out tv8vail.com. Taking a look back in time right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
If you're looking for an exquisite piece to add to your home, well, Lamina Jewelers and Fine Fossils and Minerals is the place to come shopping. And I'm standing here with Elizabeth, who's going to walk us through some of their incredible pieces, and I'm so excited to learn. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning, Maddie. How are you today?
I cannot wait, only because we were talking about these all off camera, and I was already so amazed in awe of all of the information that you knew, but also that we have something like this so perfectly preserved still.
So we in here at Lamina have an incredible array of fossils, minerals, and jewelry. And today we are focusing on some of our brand new pieces that are quite old, but new in the store, pieces that we just got in that I am personally very excited about.
I'm excited to hear you talk about them only because you're so knowledgeable, and it's so fun to hear where these pieces came from, how you guys got them, and what they belong to.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm pretty passionate about fossils and minerals. I love jewelry, but this is my passion. And as you can see behind us, we have a case full of some beautiful fossils today. One of our new one is a baby Haliosaurus mosasaurus skull with beautiful condition, minimal restoration, and it's just absolutely a gorgeous piece. So this is a baby. So it's a much smaller version of what an adult would be.
Which, this is keeping it in perspective, because like having your arm in that thing's mouth would be terrifying. So if this is the small version, I can only imagine how scary the big version is. But it's so cool because this is such a part of history that we don't really think about on our day-to-day lives unless it's something that you love like you do. And then it's so cool to have it right here. So how old is this piece?
70 million years old.
Oh, he's young.
Just around there.
It's a mellow, 70 million years old.
Young in perspective. Some of our pieces get up to 550 million years old. So this one is relatively young. And I do have some other pieces down here that are even younger, from 30,000 years to 1,000,000 years old, which is our classic mammoth bones, which is really cool.
Which is not something you get to see very often. And so as we were talking about this earlier, this piece right here is gigantic, and it's only one piece.
It is a tooth, a mammoth tooth, and it's a relatively small one. It's one of their front molars. You can see it's a really flat top, and you have these ridges that they use to crush up, plants and, little matters and things. And, mammoths were quite large, and we do have some large mammoth tusks, but the great thing is that we have these really cool baby mammoth pieces, which is really cool. This piece next to the tooth, it's actually a full baby mammoth tusk with the nerve channel, which is really hard to find. Not only is it a young one, it is a full piece, and only 2/3 of it would actually stick out of the animal. The rest would be inside where the nerves are, which is pretty cool.
So they just had like those teeny tiny little sprout tusks with this piece.
Little baby mammoth tusk, and you can also see below it is one of my new favorite pieces, just because I've never seen it before. This is a full lower jaw with the teeth in it. So you can see the difference between a baby mammoth tooth and a full, more grown adult tooth.
Yeah, it's a huge difference, and we're like, oh, it's the size of like a small horse when they're first born, and we're like, that's little. And then they grow up and their teeth become the size of this, which is so crazy. And they're such unique animals, and they're so cool, and even to have the picture and description down there by it just brings it all back into perspective.
Oh yes, so all our tusks are found in Alaska, and then our teeth and our jaw are all found in the North Sea, which is pretty cool. So we get our pieces from all over the world, but we really try to have awesome pieces that you will never see again. And we have quite a range. Not only do we have these pieces here, we have dinosaur eggs, we have full legs in here, we have quite a range of fossils that I can't even get all of them on camera.
Right, and now let's talk about this little guy up here, because this looks like it's very intact still.
This is a really gorgeous piece. It's called a false saber tooth. So it's not the full saber tooth skulls where they have the really long teeth and they're massive. This is a subspecies. So it kind of looks like a little baby leopard, more like a cat. As you can tell, this is a junior, so a little bit small, not full grown, but beautiful condition.
Right, and you can see all of its teeth, which this is always so fascinating to me. As I was watching a house cat yesterday, like out in the wild, pretend that it was a little wild kitty, and it clearly was not, but like the evolution from this to that is so fascinating.
Yeah, there's a lot of times I say, oh, I'm really glad to be around in this time, because I wouldn't want to be around when all these were around.
Oh, it'd be a little bit scary.
Yeah, we would be not the apex predators on the planet.
No, definitely not. Now you guys have some other great pieces as we're standing here kind of surrounding us, and there are some really cool and very old pieces in here, which makes it so fascinating, and you have so much knowledge that people can learn. And then if people are passionate about it like you are, they can bring this to their home, which is a really unique experience here in Vail.
So we have everything from collector's pieces to decor pieces to jewelry. So we have something for everybody, especially someone who wants a piece that is certified, they know it's real, and they know it's been expertly prepared. We are a great shop to come into and find these absolutely one-of-a-kind pieces.
And if people are interested in coming in here, finding you guys, chatting with yourself about any of these incredible pieces, where are you guys located and what are your hours of operation?
So we are located in Solaris Plaza. We're across the street from the ice skating rink, so you can see us right across, full windows full of fossils and minerals and jewelry. You can't really miss us. We're open 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day of the week.
Elizabeth, thank you so much for spending some time with us, giving us all this great information, and helping me nerd out about something that I'm always curious about, but not quite as passionate about it as you are, but I think I might find a new hobby now.
It's easy to fall in love with these fossils. It gets a little dangerous for me because I want them all.
Well, thank you for spending time with us this morning and giving us all this great information.
Have a great day.
Make sure that you come to Lumina Jewelers. You check out all of the incredible jewelry because it's stunning, and you can take those little pieces home with you, but you can also take these incredible big pieces home with you and have such a great conversational starter piece in your home, and you can be a total fossil nerd, which I think might be my new favorite thing. So we're going to take a short break, and I'm going to run around the store. We'll be back with more after this.
Good morning, Vail.
All aboard!
Step on, take a look around, and take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us, the Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Hi, my name is Tegan Davis with the Eagle Valley Library District, inviting you to get a library card at any of our branches, Avon, Eagle, or Gypsum Public Libraries. If you're a visitor, a full-time resident, or just here for work, you can get a library card just by stopping in and bringing your photo ID. With your library card, you can check out anything in our libraries as well as our online collection. For more information, please visit evld.org.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day than with Good Morning Vail Crew. Get your news, sports, weather, dining, community events, and so much more. We'll start your morning off right at 7 a.m. And now you can find us 7 days a week. You bring the coffee, we'll bring the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or watch us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Here we go. Maddie decided to have to join me in the kitchen because she has something to share with everybody. I think it's, go ahead, introduce the elephant in the room. You might as well.
The nice elephant in the room. So, we all know that I used to be a ski racer in my former days of living in Utah.
Sure.
And these are my old race skis. These are my slalom skis, which I kindly let the Sassy family borrow for, I want to say, 3 seasons?
The Sassy family. Let's clarify it. It's not like I'm using them or my daughter or my wife or my dog. It was my son.
And they returned them to me in beat up condition. And so now Mark is going to show you how you cannot do that.
I'm gonna make him even worse.
Yeah,
but
he
she
is.
won't know it.
Yes, I
Anyway,
will.
do you ski race? You tuned your own skis. You know
Yeah,
the process.
yeah.
It's different. It's different out here in the mountains of the West where we get a lot of powder.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, East Coast. I grew up in Maine, and we didn't have a lot of natural snow. It was more man-made snow, and it was more firm conditions and ice. And people out here think there's a lot of ice when there really isn't. But I think the waxing game is more important out here than even at times having your edges cleaned up and nice and sharp. But since I grew up doing it, I like to have sharp edges. I think it works best for me. The way I like to ski, and I know you do too probably, you like to ski in the powder, but it's nice to have a really sharp ski, and when you're just ripping down corduroy, you can just lay the ski on an edge and it just carves and holds, and that's my favorite way to ski. How about you?
Yeah, that's why I got a good all mountain ski. I take really good care of my skis.
I wish you should bring them in. I'd like to see them.
Okay, except for the one that has a core shot. That one's in bad shape. But that's my rock ski. It's meant to go on the rocks.
And let's talk about rock skiing, because in 14 days, Vail will open. A Basin is already open.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to find early season conditions, even if there's a foot of powder or 2 feet of powder, that base underneath is not set up yet. So there are opportunities to kind of break through and hit rocks and damage your skis. So if you get a brand new pair of skis for the year, don't take them out. Wait until the holidays. Wait until January.
Right.
You know, unless we get a lot of good snow and they pack it down. But I think people fresh out of the gate, if they're trying to figure out what to do with their skis for the season to get things going, a couple things you can do. Most people will store their skis in the spring. They'll put a storage coat of wax on and preserve them to keep the bases protected and not drying out from the summertime. If that's not you, which it probably isn't most people, I know it's not you. It's not these skis either, but
these skis were given to me this time last year, given back to me.
You don't have to keep saying it, okay?
And we're just going to look at them. Here, we'll just flip them over. Okay?
You can flip it over. I'm going to keep talking.
They've been here at the TV station since, and so this is what they've looked like, yeah.
Yeah, but here's the deal. Like, even if it's a trash ski that this one, they kind of look banged up, we can get it back to practically perfect. You know we can.
Right.
So we can, and that's kind of the idea of what, I mean, I'd have to be here for 3 or 4 hours doing it, but we could get there. So anyways, basic stuff that happens when you're looking at your own skis, trying to take care of them. Skis typically have to have a flat base, okay? I'm going to pick this up and kind of just point it at the camera too. So a flat base meaning you don't want to have your edges higher than your base or your base higher than your edges. You want it all to be smooth and flat. And then you also want to make sure that your edges, which in general are 90 degrees from the bottom to the sidewall. A lot of people now will put a bevel on their edges and they change the angles a little bit to make them grab even better. And it also helps initiate the edge. But over time, the bases become less flat and the edges become less beveled. So there's certain things that you want to have a shop professional take care of. They run them over the stone grinder. They do all these different things to make them get back to square one. But there's a lot of things you can do at home to kind of protect them over the course of the season, aside from taking them to the shop. Another big piece of going to a shop is to have the structure put into the base. And that's what these machines do. And the structure basically creates, it's like the treads on a tire. That's how I like to think about it. And if a good analogy, basically you're just siping water away from the bottom of the ski when you're skiing. And in the springtime, there's more wet snow. And in the wintertime, dead of the winter, it's much colder snow. So the structures need to be different. So if you took two pieces of glass and you put a drop of water between them and put them together, right? And you tried to rub them like this, the glass wouldn't move at all because it's a consistent surface all the way across. But if you go and flip the glass over and you scratch that glass even a little bit, it's going to break the surface tension, and then you'll be able to slide that glass because of that water that's in there will seep into those cracks. So structure on a base is important. It's not something you'll do at home. It's something that our guys at the shops will do, and there's plenty of great shops around Eagle County to do that.
100%.
Right?
100%. And it's really important that you do that now, especially like the skis that I have a core shot in, it's right on the edge, and so not only do I have to make sure that I get that filled and I protect the inside of the base of the ski, but also so I can protect the edge and not pull it out.
Yeah, very much true. So also, she's talking about repairing. If you get a base, if you have a big chunk taken out of your base, and here's a little spot, I don't know if you guys can zoom in on this one right here. It's not big, it's not deep, but it is still an injury to the ski, right? That little spot right there. Now, we can take care of that here. You can do it at home with PTEX. You can get a PTEX candle, black for the black base, and different colors for the different color bases. Basically, you light it up, and then you get the carbon out, get the smoke clear off, and let it drip into the spot, let it harden, and then you smooth it out. But once again, the shops can do a better job of that because they've got these PTEX guns that get really hot, and they can get it to penetrate the base even better. On top of that, though, the things you do on your own that I like to do on a regular basis, I'll go over my edges every couple of times I ski with a diamond stone. If I feel any burrs, I'll clean the burrs up, right?
Yep.
That's pretty normal. We all kind of do that.
I like to gummy stone mine. I feel like the gummy stone works best for me to not take away my edges at the same time.
There's your gummy.
Yep.
So either way, get the burrs off. If you see any really big dings, then you have to work on both sides of it. You can work on the base part and then also the side edge. Okay?
Yeah, this one's got some nice little rough edge.
And you can feel it if you just run your finger down that 90-degree angle. You can feel all the different spots where they catch. And really, you just want that to be completely smooth, knowing that when you initiate that ski onto its edge, that it's going to stay on the edge all the way through the turn. But if you have these big dings and things like this, then you may lose that edge contact throughout the course of a turn, which is what you don't want.
Right, and then sometimes that's when you have one of those fun experiences where you catch your edge and then you're on the ground and you're just not having fun anyway.
Having fun. Okay, real quick. So go over it with a gummy stone or a diamond stone, get all the burrs off, make sure your bases are clean. Then I'll go through and I'll sharpen my edges too. You want to do that? Go ahead.
No, I'm just showing everyone.
It's gummy stone. So it's a stone, but it's got some gum to it. So you can chew on it if you want.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Delicious. It also helps remove, because a lot of people do this throughout the winter time, and I know I have been guilty of it in the past. When I was ski racing, my skis would live in my car, so I'd go straight from the mountain, put them in my car, and then go to school the next day.
And they get a little bit of rust on them.
And they get a little bit of, yep, and this is like the gift of taking that out.
Yeah, so just be aware of that also. And then you sharpen your edges if you want to sharpen your edges, if they need to be sharpened. I use a file. There's all kinds of different beveling tools that allow you to change the angle of your side edge and your base bevel if you want to make it more of a point for a better contact. at steeper angles when you're carving your ski, when you roll your ankle and that ski grabs. You sharpen your edges, you clean the base. You want to input? You got something there?
No.
Okay.
I was just waiting for the wax talk. That's my favorite one. That your base is so porous that it's like your skin, so you want to be super nice to it.
Be super nice to it. If you see any white, which there's some little bit on here. These are not, I mean, they're not as bad as wax-wise as they could be, but we go through and put wax on them, and you can have somebody do it in a shop once again. I like to do it at home. I've got a special iron that I got from the guys over at Christie Sports years ago. And then there's a lot of different types of waxes depending upon snow temperature, air temperature, where you ski, how you like to ski. And then you drip the wax on. We can do this in a little bit. I know we're kind of getting short on time now, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But why don't we come back here in a little bit, or we'll take a break and we'll come back at some point. We'll drip some wax on these, iron them out, let it cool, scrape it down, you're good to go.
Just like that. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to take another look at that local weather forecast, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
In the heart of the Vail Village, on the corner of One Willow Bridge Road, across from Solaris, is Lamina Jewelry. We have one of the largest selections of designer, fine, and fashion jewelry in the Vail Valley. In addition to our unique and one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces, we have museum-quality fossils and minerals that you truly have to see to believe. We pride ourselves on our customer service and knowledge of your pieces. Come in as a customer, leave as a friend.
If you're looking for local sports coverage around Vail Valley, we've got you covered right here on The Scoreboard, where you can find exclusive sit-down interviews with some of the top athletes in all of Vail, Colorado. You can also count on The Scoreboard for live event coverage of the biggest sporting events going on all year long, ranging from the biggest high school matchups to the most popular recreational competitions. Make sure to watch on TV8 Vail every Tuesday and Friday at 6 and 10 p.m. or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake! It's fake!
Good morning, Vail.
Let's take another look at that local weather forecast. That low pressure system has made its way out. That has brought us all of that fabulous snow. Now we have a high pressure system making its way in, 18 degrees around 8 a.m., a high of 49. Light and variable winds throughout the course of today. Now as we take a look at Vail by the hour, beautiful sunshine throughout the course of today. We are going to see that high take place between that 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock hour. So if you are getting out there to do anything, today's a good day to be wearing your sunscreen. Now as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in Denver are nice and warm. Beautiful sunshine down there, 60 degrees in Denver, 49 in Vail, 49 in Avon, 45 in Eagle. High pressure system above that entire I-70 corridor. Now as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, 18 degrees is our overnight low. That's sun setting just a little bit earlier, 6:10 is when it's going to go down. Now as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, a little bit of cloud coverage, but beautiful sunshine, warmer temperatures making their way in for the next 5 days. Now let's take it over to Mark, who's going to give us a look at that road report.
Hey everybody, yeah, so good information about what's happening on our roadways. I've got a friend who owns one of the gas stations here in town, one of the auto repair places, and he said he's been backed up for weeks with people thinking about shifting away from their summer tires, getting a snow tire and all-season radial. Some good information about the tires, okay? This is great for you to follow because it talks about the difference between using a snow tire as opposed to using an all-season tire. This is all about stopping distances at 60 miles per hour. So I think the bottom two are the most important. So if you look at snowy pavement, 60 miles per hour with winter tires on, you can stop in 310 feet. But snowy pavement with all season tires at 60 miles per hour, 668 feet. So you can stop 358 feet, roughly shorter, if you have the right kind of tires on. That's pretty dramatic. A lot of people, I hear people driving with their studs in the summertime, and you hear the tires going by and it's clicking and making a bunch of noise, right? Like you have your little tap shoes on. I recommend taking those off in the spring, putting them back on. But snow tires do make a huge difference. Now let's talk about doing a penny test, checking the tread depth on your tires, because you may think they're fine, but in reality, there's a certain gauge that you can use, and you can go to a gas station or an auto place and they can use their tool. You can actually also take a penny. So take a penny, turn it upside down. If any bit of the top of the head is covered at all, just a little bit, it's time to replace them. If you can bury most of that head into the grooves, then you need to be aware of it, but it's fine. If the tread depth is all the way down to the neck of Lincoln on the penny, then you should be fine to go. But grab a penny, go out and check, and don't just check one tire, check all 4 of your tires. Now, if you want to find out more information about the roadways or what's happening on the roads before you're traveling, you can dial 511 from your mobile device, 970-479-2226 from any phone. You can go to cotrip.org and also sign up for ecalert.org, and you can get all the alerts in real time all around Eagle County. That's your road report as we make our way into winter. Snow on the roads, ice on the roads. Be careful out there. We're going to take a quick break from our Friday edition. We got Tegan Davis with the Eagle Valley Library District. She's up to something over on the couch right now getting set up. We'll be right back, and Maddie's going to check in with her.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at Sun & Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun & Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
Good morning, Vail.
Nope, got that. We nerded out about skis earlier, but now we get to nerd out about the library, which is one of my favorite things, especially because I've just unlocked a world of imagination that I did not know I had. And look at this teeny tiny pumpkin. So you can make one of these here at our local library with the Eagle Valley Library District, and I've got Tegan Davis joining me. Tegan, this is the cutest little pumpkin I've ever seen.
I love that pumpkin. It's so awesome.
It's so cute, and you made it on a 3D printer.
3D printed that, and so it's made out of plastic, and what we do is you melt the plastic filament, and you can create all sorts of things. That happens to be a pumpkin. We got an articulated gecko, so you can create things that move. which is really fun. And then you expressed interest in the octopus when you came over and you saw. So there is your octopus for you to keep. Yep, that's your own 3D printed octopus.
Yes.
And you can 3D print other bigger things. So this is a vase, and it's one of those projects that was a start and a stop. So I just wanted to put in here the filament. So this is what it looks like. It's on a spool, and then you stick it in the 3D printer and it melts, and again, whatever project you're doing, it will melt into a shape, and this one happens to be a very big vase.
That one's incredible. That seems like a lot of time from the 3D printer.
Yes, a lot of time. So this one took, I think, about 17 hours, but there was some stopping and starting.
I feel like I want to put them on like a pen.
Oh, you could put them on a pen. You could super glue that onto a pen.
Oh, look, I don't even need to.
Oh, he'll just hang there.
Perfect,
Look,
yeah.
That's perfect.
Now we're best friends.
All...
This octopus.
Yes, I'm glad you love it, because I was like, oh, she wanted the octopus. So
yeah, I did.
We've got the octopus for you. And this is all possible at the Sparks Studio, which is located at the Eagle Public Library. And we're going to do like a relaunch next Thursday, November 3rd. It's kind of open house room, so 2:30 to 6:30. Come in. You can explore all the fun things we got, because we got new stuff. So we have a bigger 3D printer. We have an embroiderer, an embroidery machine. So that was just our test. We're just playing around with different fabrics. So it can do thicker fabrics. It can do thinner fabrics. We have a laser cutter. So this is a project that we did, and we cut out the cardboard. This is another cardboard creation with a laser cutter.
You've got all the fun stuff.
I know I do. And then the laser cutter can also etch on acrylic, and then this strap right here is leather. So we put our Spark Studio logo on leather, so you can etch with the laser cutter as well. This was a shadow box that was done with the laser cutter as well. So all sorts of projects can be possible at the Spark Studio. And we have Crickets and Brothers, and this was also cut out by a Cricket. So you got stickers that you can cut out and play with. And our newest addition is musical instruments that you can't hear in the library.
Wow, that's
so
cool.
This is an electric violin. And you can play it in the library, and you can hook it up to our sound system, and you can record whatever you want. We have an electric guitar, we have a drum kit, we have a piano. So you want to hold it? It's rad. Also,
look at this thing.
It's really awesome. So all sorts of amazing things at the Spark Studio.
Yeah, this is so cool, and this just gives people such an opportunity to explore so many different possibilities, because we've talked about it. Like, I took an engineering class in high school and maybe I should have stuck with it, but like now I could get back into it if I wanted to.
Yes, we have all the software. We have Apple computers, we have PC computers that are loaded with all sorts of software to help you explore, create, and hopefully get into your imagination. Oh yeah, I brought this. So I can't lug in the 3D printer or the laser cutter. They're too big for me to carry. But I could carry this along with our instrument. So this is actually a spinning wheel, and let's see if we can make some room for it. And I'll bring it up. So you take your your octopus, no, your unfinished yarn. It's called Revolve, and then you set it up here, and then you work the petals. We'll try to not make it fall off the couch. And then you spin it into the yarn that you will eventually, create a scarf or a hat. And then you can blend in different type of wool. You can have all sorts of fun time with the spinning wheel.
So what you're telling me is when I brush Beatrice out.
Yes, you could totally
I should
create
all of her fur.
Yes.
Come hang out at the Spark Studio.
Spin it up into yarn and then create a Beatrice scarf.
Or like give everyone in the family Beatrice glove liners.
Yes, that's even, yes, yeah.
Right.
That has been used.
That is amazing. And the best part is all you have to do to be able to use all of this incredible stuff is get a library card.
Yeah, get a library card, and you have access to the Spark Studio. You have access to Libby and ebooks and audiobooks. We have so much at the library, and we're constantly trying to find new things. So if we don't have what you want, please let us know, and we'll try to get it for you.
Libby is my new best friend. So for those of you
so you don't have to hold it.
who don't know about Libby, Tegan, can you just introduce Libby?
Oh, Libby is fantastic. Libby is an app, and she's super special. She is ebooks and audiobooks, so you don't have to. Sometimes people are like, "Oh, I want to go to the library, but I can't squeeze it in. I can't come to our locations, which are Avon, Eagle, and Gypsum." That's okay. We have Library Online, and Libby is a way to hop online and get ebooks and audiobooks. And audiobooks are fantastic for car trips, and you can load up your phone or your device, and you can just have at it.
They're also great if you're someone who's like always on the go.
Yes.
Like I spend a lot of time in my car and I spend a lot of time walking my dog. And so, yeah, the audiobooks are my new best friend because there's so many books that have been on my reading list and now I'm just crushing through
Nice.
with
Oh,
Libby.
that's great. Oh, that's great. I like it for chores, keep me company while I'm doing, the dishes.
Me too, or folding laundry.
Yep,
That's a
folding
good
laundry,
one where
yeah.
you're like, this task is no fun,
Yep.
but Libby's here.
But now I'm listening to a story and it's okay. Although I have been caught just listening and holding the clothing and not getting very far in my folding.
That's because sometimes the stories are so good.
Yes.
And the best part about Libby is you take a book out and then she comes back and she's like, did you like that book? Do you want something similar? I currently have 5 books that I'm on the waiting list for.
Yes.
And I'm so excited about it. Also,
Good.
I tell all of my friends, I'm like,
yeah.
I love the bookstore. I love the bookstore. But like, I really love Libby.
I'm glad you love Libby. And it's super easy, and that's the whole point. And if anyone gets stuck downloading apps or you can't figure it out, come to the library. We will help you out. We want you to walk away with something that you're interested in. So I'm glad you already got a queue of 5. So they're going to be popping your way.
I know. I'm on the waiting list. Now, if people want a library card,
yes.
Let's talk about how easy it is to get one.
Thank you. Because we try to make it as easy as possible. So photo ID, whether that's government issued or your ski pass or a gym pass, a rec pass, photo ID, any photo ID, you can come in and you can get a library card. And we made it even easier for students with the Eagle County School District. Their student ID works as their library card. So they just need to bring in their student ID, or if they most of them have memorized their S numbers, tell us their S numbers, they can check out materials.
That's simple. And then you can enjoy everything because you guys are such a great place of wonder. You have so many things for everyone in the family. So if you're not a huge reader, you don't even like listening to audiobooks, you just want to go play around, you can make octopus.
You can make an octopus. We've got DVDs, we've got magazines, we've got instruments, we've got GoPros, we've got park passes. So get out and about and come to the library and hopefully you walk away with something and have a good time.
Tegan, thank you so much for all this great information coming in and always blowing my mind. And
Appreciate
thanks
it.
to my new friend.
Oh, you're very welcome. I was excited to give it to you.
I really love him. I'm going to have to put a little pin on him and now make him a lapel. Make sure that you check out the Eagle Valley Library District because look at all of these incredible things that you can experience where you might not get to anywhere else. So make sure that you go get yourself a library card. It's as easy as taking in a photo ID. We're going to take a short break and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
The mountains are a place for adventure and a space for renewal. Enjoy our cozy piece of the mountain. Relax and reset in total tranquility after any adventure. We offer therapeutic massage and restorative facials with some of the best remedies and techniques nature has to offer. Ask about our Hydrofacial MD facial system that uses patented technology to extract and infuse the skin. Our locally owned boutique spa is located inside the Highline Vail. Nourish your mind and body. Discover True Vail at Après Massage and Facials.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Think Big features top kid inventors who face off against each other to see who can come up with the most innovative and creative invention. In Think Big, kids acquire and showcase their skills in creativity, science, marketing, design, and don't forget, teamwork. Check your local listings and watch the world's most innovative kids. They create and invent new toys, games, websites, and new modes of transportation. Tune in to Think Big.
Hi, I'm Maddie Evans.
I'm Blake O'Rulian.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Well, then we've got you covered in 4 great mountain towns.
Park City, Utah, Vail, Colorado, Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and Reno, Tahoe.
You can tune in at Park City TV, TV8 Vail, or thescoreboardnation.com. We'll see you there every day at 6:30 p.m.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I took a break from tuning skis because people started giggling here in the studio, and I'm like, oh, there goes the giggling. It must be Stephanie Whitmarsh from Simply Massage. And I was correct. Good to see you. What's up?
How are you today?
I'm good.
Oh, you know how
You colored your hair last night.
I did. Isn't it awesome? Wow. And I grew it about 6 inches.
You have the green highlights
I do.
on top of the green highlights.
On top of the green highlights.
What's up, Steph?
You know, signifying, superheroes for Halloween and bringing out the Simply superheroes today is what we're doing.
So let's go. I want to just. Oh, I forgot I have ears on too.
Yes,
by
you
the
do.
way. I forgot I had those even on my head. What are you doing for Halloween first? You got Halloween plans? Are you going to see what the day brings?
I don't. I'm going to see what the day brings.
But you're dressed.
I am
Halloween
dressed.
is officially in a few days, but you have to keep this on for the next couple of days.
Oh, I have different costumes. I mean, come on, we have to be realistic. I came in.
Do you have a favorite? Oh yeah. Like old school. Go back 20 years.
Old school, 20 years.
Sure.
Scarecrow.
Okay.
Love being a scarecrow.
Really?
That was like my favorite thing to be.
Did you know that one of the most popular Halloween costumes for this year, because it's the 75th anniversary of The Wizard of Oz.
It is?
And the Tin Man costume. And I was a Tin Man in a play in high school. And I'll never forget it. And it was one of my favorite performances I ever did. So yeah, hats off to The Wizard of Oz. Scarecrow, Tin Man.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah. Good deal. All right, so you're going to wear your costume today, Super Massage Lady.
We're going to try to. We're going to see what happens.
SMW, Super Massage Woman.
How'd you know? My middle name is Michelle, so SMW.
Oh my God, that's funny. What do you have over on the side there?
All right, so we have
Tell me
our,
what you bring with you.
oil here. So I am a coconut oil girl.
I love coconut oil too.
I know, it's great.
Yeah.
This is a gel. This is what I specifically use just because I have allergies to other things. But we do have 3 products that we use. So we use the coconut gel. We use a lotion which has cucumber and arnica in it. And then we also use a plain grapeseed oil. That way we do have one ability for people who are like, I don't want anything in it but grapeseed, so that works.
And the people will tell you if they want something specific, or you can say, do you have a preference between this, and this? And if not, you kind of just do your thing.
It's more of an allergy thing.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. You asked people if they have allergies.
The hair's not staying on. It's more of an allergy thing. So people who are allergic to nuts, sometimes they can use coconut, but they can't use grapeseed. They can't use other types of seeds. So therefore, we have to be careful what we use on them.
You start putting that in their skin without knowing it all over, they're going to have massive reactions.
I have a crazy story. I'm very good about washing my hands, but peanut butter oil gets everywhere. Everywhere, no matter.
You use peanut butter oil too?
No, but I eat a lot of peanut butter, so that's my first question that I have whenever I work on people. I was like, are you guys allergic to peanut butter? And they'll tell me yes or no. If they tell me yes, I go change my shirt, I go change my pants, just because peanut butter oil gets everywhere.
Did you ever have an encounter?
I did. I was working on a young man. Luckily, his mom was in the next room getting worked on. I started working on him, and I must have had it on my shirt or something. I had his.
No kidding.
Yep, I had his foot up on my shoulder, and I had a towel there, but
You had his foot on your shoulder.
And all of a sudden, I was working on his calf.
Sure you were, okay.
I was working on his calf, trying to get some stuff released. I put his foot down. I started working on on the rest of his leg, and all of a sudden he was like, my leg burns. Why does your leg burn? I was like, are you allergic to anything? He's like, yeah, I'm highly allergic to peanuts. I'll be right back.
Wow.
Went next door, knocked on the door, said, hey, I'm sorry, I need mom.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Did you
oh,
have an
not a
EpiPen?
problem. Got an EpiPen.
But did he need the EpiPen?
He did.
Wow, he's
He did.
that alert. My son
super
has
allergic.
EpiPens for nuts.
So it's important
Yeah.
for us to know. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it
just
is.
like, when we're in the back and we're eating and stuff, we try to keep, everything contained because we don't want somebody to get something on them just by brushing up against something.
Well, they're in there for relaxing and taking time out of their busy days.
Yeah.
And erasing everything from their mind for a
Yep.
little while. They don't want to have that jump up and bite them. That's for sure.
Exactly. So that could happen with
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
That can happen with lavender. It can happen with an essential
So it's communication,
oil.
really.
100%.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's one of those things where, like, even with our essential oils, we have the list of essential oils that are not okay for pregnant women.
You're fixing your head again.
I'm trying. I know it keeps coming off. It's one of
Sweating.
those-
You're sweating under there.
You know I am. It's hot
Maybe.
under these lights, man. Yeah, she's always telling me it's hot underneath these lights, and I'm like, no, it feels great. And today I'm like, wow.
Feels good in the wintertime, a little bit. Wait, so you have a 3-hour massage today?
I do.
Because I asked you, I'm like, you're going to wear your outfit while you're at work? Because
Yeah,
you're
and
a super massage woman.
And I said maybe. The reason why the massage is so long is this gentleman is 6'5". He's 275. He's had some major issues. I don't do long massages on people unless, number one, they've been with me several times. We have things that we're working on. So we're doing a session that is stretching, cupping, and then also teaching him some exercises today is what we're doing. So that's the reason why the session is so long.
Is he a return client?
He is one
Pull
of
this
my.
down a little bit.
Yeah, see, looky there. He's one of my regulars.
Okay.
He had a massive injury. He was hit in the back of the head with a pole. I'm gonna take this part off. In the back of the head with a pole, and he was in an awkward position. So he is having massive issues in his lower body, not in his upper body. It's actually everything is in his lower. And so therefore, it's one of those things where we're trying to make sure that he can start going back to work, start being able to move.
Yeah.
He doesn't have kids, but he wants kids. And it's one of those things where it's like, you know, I want to be able to play with my child. I want to be able to have a good time with my child. So it's more of a matter of making sure that he is able to do regular things.
Yeah,
like
just normal routines in life.
100%. Even getting in and out of a car for him is very difficult. Getting up and down out of the chair is very difficult. The way he was hit, it's done a lot of damage to his lower body. So therefore, that we're working through that. We're trying to find the best ways because he's being told it's in his head. It's not in his head.
Yeah.
He's actually having these pains. Muscle actually technically doesn't have pain. I know it sounds weird. It's actually the nerves that tell you that you're in pain. And it's those nerves that get pushed on because the muscle is swollen or something is wrong with that muscle. It's in dysfunction is what it is. So we're trying to find the balance of function for each individual person that comes and gets on our table. Everybody does it a little differently. But on top of that, it's more of a matter of knowing what it is that they are really having issues with, and then going from there and going, okay, this is how we're going to proceed. So that's why we're doing the cupping. Pushing on them does not work. Those deep trigger points hurt really bad. They get into areas that make those nerves even more irritated.
Angry.
So using the cupping, using that pull instead of that push, and then doing some good flush with that as well. So I'm also doing reflexology with him. Because reflexology seems to really help with his particular body. Everybody is different. I always encourage everybody to try stuff because they're like, well, I don't want people touching my feet. I respect that. Leave your socks on. Or I get that, but there are some people and some types of people that benefit from different types of massage. There could be somebody that's like, oh, I only want deep tissue, and then all of a sudden randomly gets cupping, and they're like, whoa.
Changed my world.
I didn't realize how much this does for me. I recently got cranial sacral. Hadn't really had a real cranial sacral session. Had like part of one, and then they did some deep tissue. And that's not really what a cranial sacral is. Cranial sacral is very light. It's barely touching. It's getting the body to kind of like talk to itself, I guess is more of what it is. I woke up the next morning. Usually my head's in a pretty good fog in the morning. I'm just like, oh, wow. Yeah, just kind of like my hair today.
Your wig.
My wig is not happy with the world today. It's okay.
It's all right. It's all right.
But it was more of a matter of like, I woke up and I was like, wow, that weird fog that's been there for a couple of weeks. And I just, you know, it was kind of in a rut. I was like, I really don't want to do anything. I have no motivation. And that's not like me. So I went and got the cranial sacral and I was like, wow. The next morning, I felt amazing. Couldn't believe it.
There it is. So really, what it shows me, real quick, we're gonna wrap this up, and I just want to get Just go to the website if they want to book an appointment or if they want to swing by and see you is the best way to do that.
Simplymassage.com or just call us up there,
There you go.
and talk to Jen, talk to Yesenia, talk to all the amazing people we have, and they can help you out.
And you can ask for the lady with the green hair to give you a massage today. Stephanie Whitmarsh with Simply Massage. Good to see you. Hey, we'll be right back here in just a minute. We have a look at that weather report. We're going to check on the skis. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Located in sunny San Diego, just steps from one of the most prestigious beaches in California. I'm Stephanie J. This is the Opulent Minute.
Located just a half a block to La Jolla Shores Beach, this property has amazing outdoor space, which includes a large deck off the living room and decks off each bedroom. The jacuzzi on the back patio is perfect for relaxing in after a long day at the beach.
I'm here with Andres, the owner of Dinner with a Chef. Tell us a bit about the services that you offer.
We offer personal chef experiences for any occasion where you're able to enjoy your guest while leaving the rest to us.
For more information, visit opulentvacations.com. The open, contemporary design, complete with marble flooring and modern appliances, make this the ultimate luxury beach accommodation.
Opulent Vacations' signature concierge service is included with every reservation.
I'm heading down to the beach to soak up some sun. Thanks for watching the Opulent Minute.
Book now at opulentvacations.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Let's take one final look at that local weather forecast for today. We are expecting to see temperatures progressively warm up. 18 degrees around 8 a.m., 49 degrees is our high. Winds are light and variable throughout the course of today. As we take a look at Vail by the hour, sunshine out and about all day long, so if you're getting out to do anything, just wear some sunscreen. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, a high-pressure system sitting above that entire corridor, 60 degrees in Denver, 49 in Vail, 49 in Avon, 45 in Eagle. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 18 degrees is our overnight low. Now, as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, sunshine is in the forecast. No real chance of precipitation, so if you're getting out there to do anything, just be prepared to see that sunshine. Now, let's go check in with Mark in the kitchen.
Hey, back over here in the kitchen. I'm just running around doing a few things real quick. All right. Anyways, Maddie, real quick, come look.
Okay, I'm coming to look.
Real quick. So anyways, I got the edges all cleaned up. I got the wax on there. My plan was to have it all scraped down by the end of the show, but Stephanie Whitmarsh and I got jaw-jacking about a bunch of good stuff.
Look, she gave me some ears. I've got an octopus. We just came out of the show with a lot of fun.
We need more time to do these shows. We can keep going. It's fun to be in here. Thanks for everything, you guys. Everybody, good weekend ahead of you. We got Halloween. We got snow in the forecast, I think, more snow. We have 14 days until Vail opens.
14 days until Vail opens. No real snow in the forecast yet. A little bit of sunshine coming our way, which is a nice break.
Yep.
Especially if you're someone who has to run a big, huge snowblower like I do. But get out there, have a great weekend. We'll be here all weekend to keep you entertained, so make sure that you tune in all weekend long for your weekend editions of Good Morning Vail. Get out there and have a great Friday.
See y'all.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a